Good evening, YouTube. This is Harrison from Royal Campus Exotics. I realized in my last two videos I didn't really properly introduce myself, so that's what I'm going to be doing today, briefly. Hoping to keep this video nice and short for you guys. But before we start, I just hope you guys are all doing well, and I want to thank you for watching me. I'm just going to have a little sip. Alright. So I'm not great in front of the camera, and my wife actually prepared a little card for me to study, like a guideline of what to kind of talk to you guys about. So here we go. We got reptiles, ball pythons. No cursing. The fuck? Okay. What inspired me? Don't drink while filming. Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna wing it. So let's start off with what got me intrigued by reptiles. I mean, it all started when I was a little kid. Like, what 5-year-old kid did not like dinosaurs? So, my passion for dinosaurs translated over to reptiles and snakes and stuff like that. And it kind of grew from there. And fortunately, one of my first jobs ever was working at Petco as a reptile specialist. I know, right? Pretty fun. But, that gave me opportunity to actually study more about reptiles. And, actually, I actually had to do my own research to learn about each animal that we actually had to keep and, and had to sell and stuff like that. So, I really found an interest in teaching people, proper husbandry and, proper diet, proper lighting, all the above. So that, of course, working at a pet store, around reptiles, made me want to take some home. I'd always come home with something, and, to be honest, my parents were not very fond of that because, they weren't really into reptiles like I was. They didn't really like them because they were cold-blooded animals that eat bugs and rodents, and on top of that, kind of ate away at their electricity bill, which I come to find out that it's not that much. But, living under their roof, I had to oblige, and I did give up some of my reptiles, to my coworkers, and I sold some of them off. So for a while, I wasn't really able to dwell into my passion as much as I wanted to. Now, fast forward years and years later, me and my wife bought a house, and finally got some space, and started my collection. But this all wouldn't be possible if she wasn't as supportive as she is. So that's really important because, as you guys know, this hobby isn't cheap. Everything comes at a price. Like even though I'm trying to keep it at a low budget, by building my own stuff and doing my own things, it still costs a lot of money. Like just even building this melamine rack and building this plastic storage rack, that everything costs money. So if somebody tells you that, starting a huge collection and getting into breeding is cheap, or you can find a cheap way, there is no cheap way. I mean, there's only a moderate amount and then a really expensive amount. So, I think I'm trying to take the moderate route for now. Now, that being said, you know what? I think I should actually look over the card. All right. Okay. So I did go to veterinary school. Not really veterinary school, but I was studying veterinary medicine because I did want to become a veterinary technician and maybe eventually a veterinarian at one point in my life before I decided to fuck it all up and join the military. Oh, right, no cursing, my bad. But, things happen, and that's what, leads to where we are today. Now, let's talk about what kind of inspired me to, start my own collection of ball pythons with the hopes of actually breeding one day and making some cool stuff. I'm sure all of you know Brian Barczyk and, Snakebites TV. Well, while most of y'all were watching Game of Thrones, I was actually catching up on, Snakebites TV and all of Brian Barczyk's vlogs and stuff like that. And watching his videos and seeing his passion for these animals, I was like, wow. And then I see all these, different morphs that they have, and I was just like, this thing is crazy, his, all the mutations that he has and stuff like that. But among him, there's plenty more inspirations out there that, I've watched and I follow on Instagram or YouTube, that kind of led me to actually be like, wow, one day I'm actually going to try to do this. So, here I am today. And my collection is pretty small right now because I'm still kind of growing, and it, like I said earlier, it does get a little pricey, and I got bills to pay, you know what I mean? So I'm taking it one step at a time. And now that being said, I hope this introduction was kind of brief. I was trying to keep it nice and short. I skipped a whole lot of stuff that I'm sure you guys probably didn't want to know about anyway, because who does, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't ever really remember half the stuff that I was gonna say, so I'm just kind of winging it right now. Please, give me a follow on Instagram and subscribe to my channel to, hopefully you guys could follow me on this journey. I mean, I know right now it's not much of a start, and everything I do is kind of, I'm not buying $1,000 racks or $100 racks. Jeez, this apple juice got me a little buzzed. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm actually making everything myself because I'm trying to keep it a low budget. But hopefully you guys could follow me along this journey, and follow me on Instagram. It's Royal_Canvas_exotics at Instagram.com. Or, is it at Instagram? I don't even know. But, yeah, just give me a follow on Instagram to kind of see my collection and stuff like that. And it's going to keep growing, I promise you that. And also, you guys could even message me if you want a cool hat. This is my cool little hat. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, so before I make this video any longer than it has to be, and any more awkward than it already probably is for you guys, please hit that thumbs up button, and please comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Anything you guys gotta say is cool. I got thick skin, you know what I mean? And take care. Have a great night, and thanks for tuning in.